come right back at you with part 2 of 3 Rebirth Brass Band. Give it up for the band, y'all. Give it up.
Who that nation? How you doing? Come on in. Put your feet up. Grab a drink. And let's talk Saint football. Y'all know what time it is. Time to keep it real. Let's go. Let's go. How's everybody doing? Welcome to opening weekend, baby. That's right. The Saints open their season this Sunday against those Las Vegas Raiders. Now, Dolph fan lose his mind. Dolph not tripping. Dolph doing fine, man. So, Dolph, what you talking about, baby? I'm talking about the Saints just completed the first 7-game preseason in the history of the National Football League. So now the real season starts. We have a 10-game season, and we kick off this Sunday in the Caesar Superdome against those swashbucklers, those one-eyed Pats, those no good, that silver and black baby. We kick off against the Raiders. It's going to be a game. We know we don't have Micah Thomas. We know we don't have Jarvis Landry, but we ain't have him for 4 straight weeks. But what do we do? What do we have? We have Chris Olave. We have Rashid Shaheed. We have Marquez Callaway. We have Jawan Johnson. We have Alvin Kamara. We have Taysom Hill. Oh, yeah, we got playmakers. We still got weapons on this team. But this game this week is going to come down. Defense, can you get stops? Can you hold them out the end zone? Can you make them settle for field goals? Offensively, can we go for the second time this season without turning the ball over, without putting it on the carpet, without hurting ourselves? I, for one, am tired of seeing it. The Who That Nation is tired of seeing it. And I know you guys, you watch film every day. You should be tired of seeing it. The season has started 2-5. I just came on and said the season opener is this Sunday. That's right, the season opener, because we have 10 games. It's a 10-game schedule. The 7 games are gone. 10 games. 10 games to prove yourselves. 10 games to pick yourselves up. 10 games to straighten out the wrongs
Amen.
10 games. That's what we have. That's what the Saints have. The necessary talent is here. Tyrann Mathieu. Tyrann Mathieu.
Wake up.
The Who That Nation. Yeah, we hard on you right now, brother, because we know the true player, y'all. We don't know exactly what's going on with you. I saw a little more pep in your step last week. This young secondary gonna need you Sunday, man. They're gonna need your leadership. They're gonna need your playmaking ability. Marcus May, we need you to be that hay hunter, baby. We need you forcing turnovers. For the first time in a long time, our 2020 first round pick to be on the field. Peyton Turner. It is now or never, son. This defensive line needs you. Your team needs you. Your fan base needs you. It's time for you to go out, son, and play up to your capabilities. Cam Jordan.
That nigga dog 17, man.
Cam Jordan. Keep doing what you're doing, my brother. But you can't do it by yourself. David Onyemata. I need you to show up big, man. We need
Everybody
you to
show
like
up.
that.
Everybody.
Marcus Davenport. Enough pressures. We need pressures. We need sacks. We need you playing behind that line of scrimmage. Offensively, I've said it before. You heard me say it. It's been proven. Others have said it. When you lose on first down and you get behind the chain, you make the game harder for yourself. The Saints, when they're on schedule, move the ball. You got to win first down. Defensively, if you go and you look at all the drives, every game the Saints have played, and look at every touchdown drive every team has had against them, there's one common factor, and nobody seems to be talking about it. The Saints are losing first down on defense. Teams are running for 6-7 yards on first down. Second down is manageable. 2nd and 2, 2nd and 3, 2nd and 1, 3rd and 1, 3rd and inches. Because the Saints continue to lose the battle up front. I'm calling out all the defensive tackles. I'm calling out the entire defense. I'm calling out all three coordinators, Allen, Nielsen, Richard, all y'all. Because for the last couple weeks, you're the ones who haven't been upholding your side of the ball. You're the ones who have been letting the team down. Now, don't get me wrong. Last Thursday was we'll talk about it nauseum. We know we had 2 pick six in a red zone intercept that was terrible. But that's last week. We on to this week. So just yesterday, Dennis Allen Wednesday names Andy Dalton as the starting quarterback going forward. Andy, when asked, was he told this just the other day? He said no. He was told this, family, when Jameis got hurt. So Andy Dalton, you got the keys to the bus, man. Last week you drove the damn bus into a ditch. We don't need that this week. We don't need no hero ball. We need you to manage the game. We need you to make smart, timely passes. Run this offense efficiently. And whatever you do, don't turn the ball over in the red zone. Don't throw a pick six with less than 2 minutes in the first half. And we must continue doing what we've been doing. Run the ball. Pete Carmichael, can you please find it? Can you please find it somehow, some way? Find a way to put it in your mind, put it in your soul, put it in your spirit, brother. To continue to use Taysom Hill, Chris Olave, Rashid Shaheed Alvin Kamara, and Jawan Johnson throughout the whole game, can we not be seeing these guys in the second half, Taysom and Shaheed, on the sidelines for the entire second half or the majority of the second half? We have playmakers. No Michael, no Jarvis, but the Saints still have playmakers. Andrews Pete is back. The left side is even stronger now running the ball. Cesar Ruiz, keep building, my brother. Keep building. Keep dominating. Keep improving. Keep shutting them out of all these haters. Yeah, and I'm talking about the haters in Who That Nation who want you gone. But they quiet now. They don't even want to acknowledge. But I'm going to acknowledge it. I'm gonna give you your props. You have been the best and most consistent offensive lineman the entire season. Keep up the good work. Ryan Ramczyk, it's time to get back to all-pro status, my brother. Eric McCoy, let's go. They paid you for a reason because you deserved it. Let's play like it. Andrews, you're back. Dominate. James Hurst, keep fighting, my brother. Keep fighting. So with that saying, fam, go to chat right now. It's 27 of us in here. I ask all of you to please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Right now we have Uncle Jerry. We got Michael the Hurricane. We got Highball Nola. I want to ask y'all to hold on before y'all speak. Let me greet everybody in the chat. We got Rose City. Come on in. St. Tony Butler, how you doing? Come on in. Eric, how you doing? Come on in. Eric Howard, how you doing? Come on in. Oh yeah, baby. Dana, how you doing? Come on in. My boy Tori, how you doing? Come on in. What else we got up in this thing? All right. Princess Lewis, how you doing? Come on in. Real fan, Zach, how you doing? Come on in. Hit that like button. Let's get it jumping. Let's get this W, baby. Listen, fam. Ain't gonna be no downer today. Ain't gonna be no coming in here feeling bad. Woe is us. Despite being 2-5, everything is still there. We still have an opportunity. The 10-game season starts this Sunday in the Superdome. So with that, I'm going to let Uncle Jerry, what's on your mind? Then we're going to go to Mike the Hurricane, then Hot Boy Nola. How y'all doing? And welcome to the show, fellas.
What's good, Dog 17? How you doing? Come on in.
Fine. Come on in.
Yes, sir. This is the weekend, baby. But before we get started talking about doing some Saints talk, I do want to acknowledge our game, which will be Saturday, between the Southern Jaguars and
Jerry Winstead.
JSU Tigers, baby. Let's go. Let's get it.
Jerry Winstead. Winstead, baby.
The words of Richard Pryor, Dog 17. We will see, my brother.
That's right, Trev. Grab a drink and put your feet up. He said, hop my feet up. I got you. Yes, sir.
But that being said, yes.
How you doing, Debbie? Come on in. Go ahead, OG.
Let's talk a little Saints talk, okay? Now, this is my little public service announcement.
We haven't been uploading your side.
Wait. Before I go any further, let me introduce the co-host of the Keep It Real Who That Sports podcast. The one, the only, legendary Coach Rock.
What's up, guys? What's going on tonight?
What's good, Coach?
What's good?
I'm just listening to y'all. Just chiming in.
There you go, brother.
Such a Coach Rock.
I hear you was talking about. I'm just listening at you talk about the Saints. I don't know if you saw the article that Alvin Kamara did. him and Demario Davis, and they were saying that they didn't like the direction of the Saints was going, and they don't know if they wanted to stay around. They were saying about Dennis Allen, how they understand that he's not Sean Payton, and how Sean Payton will be make practices more intense and everything. And they were saying with Dennis Allen, like a lot of mistakes happen in practice that he never corrects. He just lets it go. And that's why you see they make so many, like he was just talking about, like the offensive line, if they jump offside in practice, he never stops and says anything to correct it or kind of rectify. He's just kind of too laid back, Alvin Kamara was saying. And I said, that's why you see they make a lot of bonehead mistakes on Sunday, because they make it during the week and he never takes time to stop and correct it. It's just overlooked or passed on because he's such a laid back coach.
All right. Yeah, I heard that too, and that's kind of amazing to me. That the head coach, excuse me, or the offensive coordinator don't stop practice. So what the hell? They just jump offside. You just go on to the next play. I mean, man. But as captains, because accountability goes to the player too. If you the captains of the team, why come on to me and say that? Why you and Ben take the initiative and say, hell nah, we're not doing this. I don't care what coach, we go run it. We go run it again till we get it right.
Right.
What the captains at on the team? If you see this man is lacking, which is right now, it's seen. This man is lacking the necessary tools to be a head coach. And I'm gonna say it again: everyone is not meant to be a head coach. Everyone is not meant to oversee the entire operation of the organization. Right. And right now, he is proving once again that he is not. Now, we gave this man the benefit of the doubt as when he was assigned the head coaching duties. We said we go treat him fair. We go let him come. We go let bygones be bygones. What he did with the Raiders was there. This is here with the Saints. Well, hell, all he's done is come in here, and right now, he's gotten this ship straight into a damn iceberg. It ain't looking good. And week after week, he comes on after every game, after every loss, some things we got to clean up. Well, damn, you've been trying to clean it up since the summer.
That's crazy.
That makes no sense. That makes no sense to me, fam. None at all. How about, hold on, no. Go ahead, Mike. Hurricane Mike, what you got?
All right, so first, Dennis Allen, I'm going to be 1,000% honest with you. As a head coach, you are terrible. And I gave you the benefit of the doubt as well. But I was excited for you because you were at least a good defensive coordinator. I was excited for you when you were a coach, but then that's before the season started. Where like Dennis Allen, you can't be soft to be a head coach. Like, dude, you're too soft for the position. Like, dude, every single time someone makes a mistake, you're just acting like it's normal, dude. It's not. Like, I don't even think you want the job anymore because you clearly don't. Because if you wanted the job, you would show some integrity. And Demario Davis, you gotta show some integrity too as well. Like if someone jumps off sides, you gotta run that play back. We ain't doing it. We ain't stopping till we get it right. And I've heard the commander for the Eagles. Anybody but the Eagles, don't trade them at all. But if you're gonna trade them somewhere, do not trade them to the Eagles. Because one, it's my mom's team, and second,
that's not true, brother. He not that's not true. They're not trading Alvin Kamara to the Eagles. You ain't got the word. Let
me say this, not cut Mike off, but there was beginning to see there were rumors, bro, that the Eagles inquired about him trading for him.
Nothing credible not from the incredible people.
This is credible from the ESPN source. Yeah, this is credible.
They can call. They're not trading no Alvin Kamara, man.
Yeah, but thankfully we
Man,
won.
Now they turned it down, but they did inquire
I
about
mean,
making a
people
move.
call, people call
Yeah,
all the
they made
time
calls. Yeah,
because
yeah.
they see what's going on over here.
But yeah,
But
as I was saying,
I just didn't like how when he did that interview, like he just wasn't sure about his future here. No more. He didn't sound like a person that say, "Hey, we're gonna get this together." He didn't sound positive to me, bro. I don't know if maybe it was just a bad day for him or
Mhm.
what, but he just didn't have the energy, like like being a captain on his team, like not just on Dennis Allen, but it's on me, it's on these other leaders, to step up and get this right. And like he was
Right.
just riding a boat, like it is what it is. And if I'm here, I'm here, and if I'm not, I'm not.
yeah, man. But like, for example, but let me get to the coaching staff, and then I'm gonna get to the players. So I already talked about Dennis Allen, Pete Carmichael. Step it up. You cannot be running the ball every second down, and it's fine to run the ball, but not the same play. Like, dude, you gotta be more creative. We have playmakers. We may not have an MT, we may not have a Landry, but we still got Cowley, don't we? We still got Trequan Smith, don't we? Oh yeah, that's right. We still got Rashid Shaheed, who's a fast beast. But every single dude. And we got Taysom Hill. He went off in that Seattle game, then he didn't do nothing. You want to know why he didn't do nothing? Because he's not getting the playing time that he deserves. Like, dude, every single time he scores a touchdown, we don't see him until the fourth quarter. That's stupid. That is stupid. He was literally one of our best. He literally won NFC Offensive Player of the Year, and it's hard to win that. I mean, not week, and it's hard to win that award because there's a lot of games going on, and a lot of offense being played. And Andy Dalton, if he sucks, I'll give him 1 or 2 weeks. If he sucks, put James back. It's one thing if he's hurt, but he's not hurt.
Nah, can't do that. Can't go back to James. No,
what you mean you can't go back to him?
can't go back to him.
So what you
They-
mean he ain't
they
coming
don't-
back next year?
They done put all their horses in. You can't turn back.
So
you
you
can't.
saying
He's stuck. That's who he's. Listen, Dennis Allen had a meeting this week with Miss Benson and Mickey Loomis and David Lasher, the president of the Saints. Don't think it's a coincidence he come out here and he go public talking about he going to Andy Dalton. I believe in that meeting some heat was put under his butt to let him know. Either you get this turned around. I know a lot of us think, hey, he gonna get another season, but I'm not so sure he gonna get another season.
And
If
the-
he loses
and the
his
piggy-
locker room,
Yeah.
I don't think, and which looks like he's on the way because he's weak, man.
And a piggyback off of that, you got to remember it's the same thing with the Pelicans. They brought a veteran, Stan Van Gundy, in, and they thought he was there 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
He was gone.
That's it.
Yeah, but yeah, back on the Saints, man. Like the defense, it's been a disappointment from last year. I'm not saying it's terrible, but there's
Ain't
definitely
good.
things it needs to work on. Like, dude, the secondary allows a couple touchdowns a game. Like, dude, like in the Seahawks game, we allowed Tyler Lockett to score 2 of those things. We allowed Kenneth Walker to get a long touchdown run that basically boosted his stats. If it wasn't for Taysom Hill, honestly, we could literally be winless right now. We literally could be winless right now. I'm not even gonna hide the fact that we literally could be winless right now. You know how embarrassing that would have been? You know how embarrassing? If the Falcons didn't choke away that lead, and if Taysom Hill wasn't on this team, we could literally be winless right now. That is embarrassing.
I tell you the thing, man, that really I'm just sitting scratching my head. It's the same defense from last year, basically the last 2 years that was a stout defense. And with the exception of May, Tyron, and what? I think that's about it. And maybe Conda. Like, I just don't understand what happened to the defense. I don't know if it's three coordinators.
Wallace, how you doing? Come on in.
I just don't know how you can sign all these guys.
Yeah, I just been trying to figure out, what has gone wrong with the same defense that's been a top 10 defense for the last 2 years with the same personnel.
I'm gonna tell you what happened to the defense. Sean Payton ain't there no more. They probably done lost hope. That's probably what happened.
That's true, and I said that on Big Q's channel. Like, Sean Payton left, the defense left too. Like, we lost Marcus Williams. Who else did we lose?
2 trash cans.
C.J.
Yeah,
Gardner
as
Johnson.
safety.
Yeah, we lost C.J.
Safety
Gardner
play.
Johnson.
That's what they said.
Yeah, that what David said. 2 trash cans at safety.
See,
Yeah, but
dog.
like,
Yeah.
we lost Malcolm Jenkins to retirement. Williams went to the Ravens, and who else? Was C.J. Gardner Johnson
Go
went to
ahead.
the
Hey,
Eagles.
Mike, let Nola go. Then I'm gonna come back to you.
Alright,
See, dog.
alright.
So you say Jameis ain't coming back. So what you think you gonna draft a quarterback next year?
I'll get one in free agency, man. No,
Who gonna be
this
free?
is what I'm saying. When I'm saying they can't go back to Jameis, what he did the other day is he hitched his wagon to Andy Dalton. You basically say, and what you said was, I think who just said it in the 504 coach. 504 said it. Can't go back to Jameis. DA made it a point to say Jameis was healthy because of the trade deadline, just in case a team is interested in Jameis. Now, you can't go back to Jameis. If Jameis is healthy, you paid Jameis $28 million to be the starting quarterback. Jameis played a game and a half a game healthy, and then played 2 games, 2.5 games he shouldn't even been playing. Andrews played 4 games? He's 1-3. You say the offense because of offense, whatever. I really don't care. All I care about is the results on Sunday, and what happened this past Thursday was not impressive to me. Has the offense looked a little better? Yeah. Has Pete, because Pete Carmichael. Does Pete Carmichael have something to do with it? Yes. His play calling is starting to improve in the first half, but for some reason he continues to go away from Taysom Hill, and you got a young explosive receiver in Shaheed to go with a young explosive receiver, all talented, go be one of the best draft picks. I'm calling it right now if he can stay healthy in Saints history, and Chris Olave. You got Marquez Callaway, who's been take away that pass he let get away from him. He's been playing improved football. You got my boy Traquan Smith, who has been playing improved football. So the receiving core has been okay. You have Jawan Johnson, who's stepping up at tight end. Jawan Johnson, as I called last week before the game, I told you, fam, Jawan Johnson can have a big impact on this team. So yeah, I mean, listen. You can't go back to Jameis because the way they went by it, I didn't like the way he went by it. You know what I'm saying? But like, and Andy in his press conference said, nah, it wasn't this week. They actually told him that when Jameis first got hurt. You know, prepare to be in there for the foreseeable future. You know, so his mind was made up then. So that he done hitched his wagon to Andy Dalton. And listen, that's who we got to ride with. Whoever in the black and gold on the center on Sunday, that's who I'm pulling for.
But see, dog, look, check this out, dude. So you know the dude who got shot, right? The football player, right?
Yeah, for the Commanders, yeah.
Yeah.
Brian Robinson.
So tell me this. How he back on the field way before Michael Thomas, and this man got shot?
Because he is, brother.
Man,
Robinson's
that
been
makes
playing
me
good
think
for
Michael Thomas is soft, man. The man is
how you,
soft.
Bro,
this man got shot, man.
Man, listen, bro. Come on, man. You can't compare. That man got shot. He was out for a couple months, right? About 6 weeks or more, right? 6 or 7 weeks.
Yeah, he back on the field.
All right, he back on the field. All right, injuries are different. You can't nobody playing the NFL is soft to me. When you out there running, getting hit by grown men, 280 to 300 pound full speed, and going like a car crash every play, you ain't soft, bro. You know what I'm saying? And just because a person is not on the field, man, don't mean they soft. You can't call that man soft, man. You don't know what that man had to go through to bust his behind to get back the rehab from the previous injury he had. You think that boy don't want to be out there playing? Hell yeah, he want to be out there playing. He's a competitor, man. But we quick to forget that. We want to call these players out, call them soft and all that, man. Hell, you want to go out there, have not even 50% or 60%, go out there half-hearted just to say he out there, and then when he don't perform, it's like, damn, you want to talk about him because he's not performing. You can't have it both ways, my brother. You know what I'm saying? So we just got to watch that, bro. We can't call the man bro.
So what you think about Jarvis then? He taking up money at this point.
Bro, they hurt. Nobody can do anything when you hurt, fam.
Man, that's crazy, man.
Everybody has injuries.
Michael Thomas only played 2 games this year, dog.
How many touchdowns he had?
He only played 2
and how many touchdowns he had in those 2 games?
3.
There you go. That's it. That's what I'm saying.
2 in week 1, 1 in week 2.
Listen, man, let me tell y'all something. All y'all talking about trading Michael Thomas, Saints not trading Michael Thomas.
Yep.
Too big a cap hip, he not going to what?
I never seen trade him.
No, I'm just saying. I'm talking in general. Alvin Kamara not going nowhere. Cap hit too big. Before the Saints get rid of Alvin Kamara, Michael Thomas, they'll get rid of Dennis Allen. I'm telling y'all, it's not coming out. Look at how everything has transpired after that meeting he had with Miss Benson and Mickey Loomis and David Lasher. Look at everything that's transpiring. I'm telling y'all, it might not be out now, but I'm telling you, they put some fire under DA. His job is on the line. I know a lot of the beat writers and everything think he go get his done. I'm not so sure. I don't think he getting another shot, bro. If this thing keep going south.
This is your revenge game, don't forget that.
So if he don't get another shot, who coach? What type of coach we gonna get from a college coach?
It don't even matter.
I don't just think a coach is not.
Whatever coach they get coming to a team that's ready, that's talented.
What?
Same guy talent.
Listen to this.
Well, you want a name outro out there?
Listen, no.
I'll throw one name out there.
You
don't say
Coach Rock. You might as well go coach for the Saints.
Leslie Frazier.
Leslie Frazier used to coach the Chargers.
Defensive coordinator of Buffalo now.
Leslie Frazier. Interesting. Defensive
I would
minded
take a coach that's not Dennis Allen.
Defensive minded coach. But it's too early. We got 10 games to go.
That's what I'm saying, because the division is weak, so they still right there.
Family. Check this, man.
Right there.
I ain't gonna tell.
The Buccaneers lost, which helped us on Thursday.
Do y'all realize that the game Sunday between Atlanta and Carolina is for this? Listen, whoever wins this game Sunday out of Carolina Falcons will have sole possession of first place in the NFC South. So, family, that's what I'm trying, and with Cole, what we trying to tell y'all, all is not lost. All is not lost.
The division's still right there.
It's still there. And like everybody who's I know you come on from Big Q, and Q showed you guys teams that had started 2-5 and had a turnaround and went on to make the playoffs. It is possible.
Yeah, it is.
So it's not. Yeah, it is not over with, family. So
like for example,
doom and gloom.
Yeah, for example, last year you had the Dolphins. They were 1-7 and nearly made the playoffs.
Yeah, they ran off like 7 or 8 straight games.
Yeah, like if they beat the Titans later down the line, they would have made the playoffs. And the Titans like the 2010s almost made the playoffs after all.
No, what I say? I say the Eagles, they doing all that right now, but they the Cardinals of last year. See, the Cardinals won all them games and they flopped in the playoffs. The first game. Right. I say that the Eagles ain't going to no Super Bowl.
I mean,
they ain't going to no Super Bowl. Man, they not going to the Super Bowl.
Clarence. It's like you ever had that girl you lost, bro, and you never got her back. She just gone. When you got her, you got her. When she gone, she gone. Sean gone, bro. Y'all, and what? And not saying you, but a lot of y'all who be crying for Sean now, y'all the same one who complaining about his play calling, talking about he done overstayed his welcome. But now that he gone and the Saints done started 2-5, now it's all this Sean. Man, stop being wishy-washy, man. Stop being fickle, man. Stick to your guns, man. If you're black and gold, you're black and gold, man. It sucks right now, but the Saints are one game out of first place, family.
They know why they feel like that, though? Because, man, listen here. You got Chris Olave, you got Thomas, you got Jarvis. Ain't no way that the Saints should be 6-0 or 6-1 right now. 7-0 or 7-1. Look at the talent we got. We got Tyrann Mathieu, but he ain't really doing nothing though. He got one interception. I don't know what's up with him. He supposed to be the honey badger. What happened?
And you know, if I could say anything to Dennis Allen, the question I think I would kind of ask is, why don't you go get a senior advisor as a coach? Because if you talk about Sean Payton, you know, Bill Parcells was his. If you look at some of these coaches now, they had a mentor, an older coach who would kind of lean on to help them, you know, get through rough times and understand. You know, so I don't know, like, does he have an older coach that he is, you know, in good standings with, that maybe he could reach out and say, hey, just come check out practice, you know, kind of show me some things I need to, you know, tweak and kind of straighten out, you know. And I don't know if he has that kind of person in his back pocket or whatever, you know.
Right. Man, and let me just say this, fam. I'm watching the Pelican game. Phoenix just went on a run. Willie Green called a timeout, and he got on somebody. He like, come on, man, what the hell are you doing? You see the difference with a leader, man? That man's a leader, man. Dennis Allen just not a good leader right now. He's not, man. He's not. And he knows it. He can try to shoot. The pressure's on Dennis Allen now, family. It's on. It's on. And I'm curious to see it, how this defense performs this Sunday. Listen, we don't have Marshawn Lattimore, and of course that's a huge loss. Another huge loss is another piece of that secondary that I guess nobody want to admit. PJ Williams can help this team right now. The Saints can use PJ Williams right now.
I ain't gonna lie, PJ Williams, he good at a safety, but you put him at corner, he gonna get burnt.
You know, that's why you play him at slot and at the safety.
That's what I'm saying. At the slot, he used to get burnt.
Yeah, no, on the outside, he get burnt, not in the slot.
What you think about Bradley Roby? Trash.
No, he hurt. The brother hurt, man. You know.
Now you got to deal with that dude, Chris Harris Jr. Last week he was getting toasted.
Yeah.
You think we gonna make a trade though before the deadline?
Man, realistically, man, trade for who? I mean,
trade Callaway for somebody.
Why you gonna get rid of young talent?
Look, you got Shaheed over there. Shaheed could really start. Shaheed better than Callaway.
I'm gonna say this about the trade. I don't think you could bring in JJ Watt. You could bring in Sue. You could bring everybody you want. You could bring in Donald, anybody. But the whole thing is, bro, this is what I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with that team. Whatever the coach is, whatever Coach Allen is giving them, they're not buying into it, bro. And don't matter who you bring in, if you're not buying into your coach philosophy, it ain't gonna translate on Sundays, bro. So when you say trade, you go get whoever you want. If they ain't buying in and he not getting it done, you're gonna get the same product on Sunday. And I really think that's what the problem is with this team. They're just not buying. It's a team ready to win now. So it's not like they need to go make trades. It's just that Dennis Allen, they're not buying into whatever he's laying out there. They're not buying into his philosophy of coaching, bro.
Right. They're not. It's evident every Sunday, man. Right now, it's almost at the players saying, listen, we got to do this, man, because we can't expect nothing from him. And the thing is, he have an excellent coaching staff. The coaches ain't forget how to coach in a couple months just because Sean gone. Ryan Nielsen is still a hell of a D-line coach. Chris Richard is still a hell of a DB coach.
Well, let me ask you this, Dolph. You know how they say I think 2011, 2012 when Carmichael's calling the plays and he was top 5 offense in the
you had a Hall of Fame quarterback calling the signal. There's a signal caller too, who was like a coach on the field.
I was about to say, why we in top 5 now? Hey
man, the man under center matters. Injuries matter.
How you feel we
Timing
get Lamar
matters.
Jackson next year? How you feel we get Lamar?
Bro, I'm not even voting next year.
As I'm
bro.
saying, you keep
voting
saying about these
next
people. It's
year.
got to start with the leader
They got to
first.
start here, man. We got dude, next year not even here. No, we got to worry about Sunday, man. Trying to get the third win. I don't care nothing about the off season. When we get to the off season, my brother, we gonna deal with it. You know. Other than that, man, listen. Let's just focus on going into the season opener against the Raiders.
So what you think we're gonna do against the Raiders? You think we're gonna come out strong?
I don't know if they're gonna come off. I'm just know what I'm gonna do, bro. I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna watch the game, bro. I'm gonna watch it unfold.
I'm gonna predict this.
Mm-hmm.
Watch they give Shaheed 2 plays and they gonna put him out the game for the rest of the game. Watch.
Well, see, that's been the pattern so far. You know.
Why he doing that though? Every time he touched the ball, they score.
David said our offense is actually pretty good right now. DA should have been fired last week. You had 11 days to regroup with a new coach. There's no way you can hire a new coach. The only thing they'd have had to do was promote somebody from within. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But as far as bringing somebody in off the street, nah, man, that's something you got to totally do on the off season. And listen, if the Saints job comes open, it's one of the better jobs in the National Football League. Make no mistake. You're gonna have a lot of coaches wanting to come coach this talent here. You know what I'm saying? So the Saints, listen, Saints gonna be all right, man. Listen, one game at a time. The division's still at reach. You know, so listen, let's just concentrate on this week. Let's try to get this one victory and go from there, my brother.
Say, Dolph.
Yes, sir.
If you was coaching the Saints, how would you coach them? Like, how would you run the offense and the defense?
Man, if it was a fifth, man, I'm not, man. I can't even say it, bro. You know, that's not my forte. You know, I'm just, you know, I'm not, bro. I'm an armchair quarterback, like they say. You know, we all coach good from the couch, and right now we all coach on here. You know. But these players see the coaches every day. The coaches see these players every day. They have who I feel like
you know who I feel like we ain't gonna have next year though? I think Shaheed gonna take his spot. Deontay Hardy. I don't really think he gonna be here next year.
I don't know. No, I know one. No,
man, Shaheed the truth though.
Why you keep telling, bro? You already sold on. You sold on this year, bro. You already sold.
I ain't sold.
Why you keep talking about next year? Everything next year. What we getting Lamar Jackson? Hey, I don't think Hardy gonna be here, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's get through this these last 10 games and let's see what they had after these last 10 games, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro.
It's just a weird.
It's frustrating.
The Saints should not be 2-5, dog.
But it is. Reality is. You are what your record says you are. That's what they are, bro.
Crazy though, man. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I want it. Yeah. Yeah. So it's a listen, man. We still in this thing. I want to take a look at. I was gonna play Dennis Allen's press conference, but I know you guys saw that all day.
Yeah,
right now, I'm not even. I don't want to even see his face right now. Real talk. That's where I'm at with it. You know.
DJ Jones called him the cleanup man.
That's it, bro. Worry about the Raiders Sunday, and then we'll turn our attention to Mr. Jackson the following week. All right.
Yeah, Jackson did.
Mega Prime STEM Ram, how you doing? Dirty. I believe they set up Jameis for failure by not giving him a running game and improved offensive line. No, what set up Jameis? Listen. I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna say this. I think they was waiting for Jameis to stumble. Jameis got hurt in that Atlanta game. But again, without Jameis, we don't win that Atlanta game. Jameis was cooking in that full quarter. Jameis was throwing that thing. But then he's hurt. They knew the significance of how he was hurt. Why would you even put him in the Tampa Bay game? Why would you play him against Carolina? Now and then, yeah, they set him up for failure. You know, and now you come and you talk about I like the way the offense has been running. Well, damn, it's not in my. Then this is the last thing I'm gonna say about it. I'm about fairness, man. And the Dalton's been full of health and he's running his offense. Cool. Let's see what James. All I wanted to do, give James the same opportunity when he was healthy to run the offense. And like I said, if he bombed out, we go move on from him. This ain't hard, man. But look, they already, I guess, Dieta made up his mind. Him and Carmichael. And Carmichael, now think, like a lot of families say, he didn't want the job at first. And I think early on in the season, he's coaching like he didn't want the job. He's coaching like, to me, coach like a person that wasn't into it. Like I'm just doing it to do it. But now I think the last few weeks he's starting to wake up. What's your thoughts on it, Coach?
I don't know. It all goes back to when we first started the season. If you remember what I said, I wanted to see was Carmichael just a cosmic of Sean Payton, and did he have his own rankings? What would he add to this offense from him? And I haven't seen anything. And that's, if you remember, that was one of my biggest concerns. Like, what would he bring? Seemed like his playbook is just basically a mirror with Sean Payton ran to a certain extent. And I was looking to see if he had added something, or brought something else to the table in this offense, but he really hasn't, man. It's like an over another playbook, like he scripted plays from Sean Payton playbook that he's basically running. And I mean, I've been watching. I love watching offense because I love offense, and like it's just so much you can do, man, with all this talent, and it's not being used at all. It's just talent all the way across that field on the offensive side, and it's not being used. I mean, it's limited.
Right.
It's just limited.
Right. Mega Prime, how you doing, my brother? Welcome to the show.
Thanks for answering my call, get me on the line, and I always try to support as many brothers as possible. Y'all keep it up. But I'm gonna tell you, well, like I said before, they set the brother for failure, and as you can see with my gift, what I'm all about, they set the brother for failure, and they know that he was hurt because I knew exactly when he got hurt, and I said this on Q Show, and I said this on all the shows that go on. If you remember the Atlanta game in the third quarter, he was upside down on the field, and about 2 or 3 defensive linemen were on top of him. And I said, "Oh Lord, I hope he didn't break his neck." Come out to find out he broke his lower back. Because people don't realize you need your lower back to be able to turn around and swivel your hips to throw the ball. But now he has a foot problem.
Right.
And they're doing the young brother dirty. They really are. And I just have a feeling that that the red BB gun is gonna mess up again on Sunday. I just have this feeling. I really do.
Call that boy the red BB gun.
That's what he is. Because y'all know if Jameis would have scored those 2 pick sixes, oh man, it would have given the brother hell. And I agree with you, brother Dolph. It's about being fair, and this organization is not being fair right now. They're really not. You comparing a hurt Winston. Just remember how he looked last year before he got hurt. He was moving the same offense.
Right. Listen, Jameis Winston, as the starting quarterback for the New Orleans Saints, has thrown 18 touchdowns and only 8 interceptions. I'm gonna say it again. 18 touchdowns and only 8 interceptions. A lot, they will make you think this kid is throwing 15, like he got 12, 13 interceptions and only 3 touchdowns. But as a starting quarterback for the New Orleans Saints, Jameis has thrown 18 touchdowns and only 8 interceptions in the last 2 years. Now, I would say that's a good percentage.
It
you know
is.
What I'm saying? And like, who was it just said? Like David said, I believe we've been running nearly 200 yards per game without Jameis. Right. They found their identity after Jameis went out, which was like everybody had been saying, a running team. Matter of fact, the person who was the head coach when he got the job said we wanted to be a physical, run the ball, smash mouth football team.
There you go.
But he come out and what do? They get pass happy. with
because
no identity.
they had all these receivers, and if you notice, one name that has not been called at all so far on his offensive line. Tell me who it is. Take a wild guess.
Ramchick.
No, Ruiz. You
That's
remember how
right.
everybody was bitching
Oh yeah.
about him last year?
I just said it. I just said it. And what David said. David said he still can't pay block. David, I don't know what film he hit. You watching, bro. The kid's doing good, bro. He's doing really good. He's one of the most improved players in the entire league. And that's just not coming from me. That's coming from Brian Balding. I played it on the show. He's studying this kid. The kid, you gotta give kid credit. I know a lot of y'all be ready to write somebody off real quick. You know what I'm saying? Get rid of them real quick. But then when they go somewhere else and they develop and they play, oh man, he was with the Saints. He didn't do that. Why they let him go? But you was the same one crying and I ain't gonna say the other word when they was here. You know what I'm saying? So we got to be better, man. You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm gonna tell you right now what's gonna happen. This is my prediction. What's gonna happen? They're gonna have a losing season, and Allen is gonna be gone. And Allen and almost half of this coaching staff is probably gonna be going to San Diego to coach with Peyton, because that's where Peyton is probably gonna go, to San Diego next year. And right now, Allen is just a placeholder. And with all this talent, and I think you said this earlier, with all this talent, you still having a hard time having a winning record. His two seasons with the Raiders, he started off the same way. I think 2-4, 2-5.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pattern, man.
Yeah.
You got to notice these patterns, and for you to have all this talent, and you see that's what people got enamored by. They got enamored by all the weapons. And I'm gonna tell you right now, on Mike Thomas, I think Mike Thomas needs to be traded. But on that, I don't think Mike Thomas want to play with the Red BB gun, because he know the Red BB gun is not a good quarterback. Because if you remember that pick in last week in the red zone, he threw it into triple coverage on a line. Yeah. If that would have been Jameis, you know what Jameis would have done? He would have threw a jump ball and see if his man could jump up and get it. But no, that pass was on a zip line basically.
Yeah, but the thing that upset me about that pass was he never went through his progressions. Chris Olave was wide open in the right flat the entire time. He never looked left. He never looked right. When he broke the huddle, he had predetermined in his head where he was going with that ball, and that's what he did.
And if you go back to the highlights in that game, and you talking about false starts, it was Andy Dalton that false started that and got the Saints that penalty. Because if you look at the replay of that game, this brother that comes on that causes the boot tragedies,
right?
You can see how they're showing it from the defensive backfield where the Cardinals lineman jumped, and then Andy Dalton jumped, and that's when the flag went up.
Gotcha.
And if your foot is hurting, you need that foot to plant to get a better pass. But I'm gonna tell you right now, Jameis is gonna be in. But I said this on somebody else's show last week. Don't bring Jameis in if we go 2-6. Think he's gonna work miracles.
No, you
don't
can't
expect no miracles.
After what, like I just said, after what he did Wednesday, he cannot go back. Hey, I want to welcome. Is this Pammy Whammy or is this who is PM? Hello, PM. You on?
PM. It's Purple Marcus.
Hello. Oh, Purple Marcus. What's going on, man?
All right.
Well,
turn your radio down in the background, Marcus.
Yeah, you see people when y'all call into these shows, when you call into the shows and you in the room, you have to turn the volume off on your original YouTube page feed, and you won't get that feedback.
All right.
Just call me tech support.
Yeah, it ain't no crying. I'm not crying in Boo-Horn. That's their charge, bro. I'm just saying that's it. He got the ride with it. You can't go. All I'm saying, they can't turn back to Jameis now. Unless Andy get hurt, which I don't want to happen. You know what I'm saying? But they got the ride. Dennis got the ride with him, bro.
I agree with you.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not bitching or nothing like that or boo-hooing. You know, all I care about is getting a W on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Forget all this. And listen, family, from now on, bro, we ain't about to split up over this quarterback. Whoever on the center, whoever on that field Sunday, I want them to succeed. I want Andy Dalton to succeed last week. He didn't. I wanted the defense to succeed. They didn't. For the last, 4 or 5 weeks, the defense really has been letting this team down. And special teams.
And that's your head coach calling card, the defense. You got too many hands in the gumbo. Why you got two people calling defensive plays?
Hello, disaster. That's a disaster. Look at New England. They got all the people calling the plays, and look at them right now.
Yep,
an average team.
You gotta have a specific person that's gonna call the plays. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I predicted earlier that Brady wasn't gonna make it through this year. This whole division is gonna be. It really, if you look at it, people, it's the whole NFL. The footballers that hasn't been good for the whole NFL because they didn't play a lot of the starters in the preseason, and this is a longer season, and it's gonna be a wear and tear. Because I have a coworker that played pro football for Rams for like 1 year, and he said this is a wear and tear on these people's body, on these players' body, and it is. Because I really think Michael Thomas really don't want to come back right now unless he sees what Andy is going to do.
Let me ask you this: How can you say that?
I just have a feeling.
I mean, it's almost like we're talking for him. I mean, I can't say that. I don't see this young man.
I just look at actions.
Yeah, what actions you looking at, brother? You don't see him working out every day. You don't see what he's doing in the training room, what he's going through.
But I know. We'll see.
But what I've noticed about head coaches right now, what I've noticed is Bill Belichick, the way that he's coaching, and the way that Dennis is coaching, and all these older head coaches and older-minded head coaches, what they're not getting is, the fire. That coach up in New York, for the Giants, he's letting his players, relax, and get where their stuff is done. Dennis Allen isn't doing that. He's not. He's not bringing this winning culture.
He's not a motivator.
He's not bringing the winning culture that we've been having for these past since 2006. Yeah, 15 years.
I've been a Saints fan since 1970, young man, and I've been through all the bad times. And I'm gonna tell you, something's going on with these injuries, people, because now the Saints don't have problems with injuries now for the last 2 years, and they got this guy from Tennessee that was supposed to be the best. Why are we still having these injury problems?
I don't know, man. I have no idea. But
you gotta go.
Thing is, when you get hurt, I mean, everybody's body is different and reacts different to treatment. You know what I'm saying? They give us what they want to give us. Let's not be crazy. They don't give us everything, the total thing that's going on with the players. You know what I'm saying? The only one who knows what's truly going on is that particular player and his loved ones who he go home to every night. In the training staff. The Saints are like the news. They're gonna give you what they want you to hear, what they want you to give, what they want to give. You understand what I'm saying? So We really don't know. That's why I'm not gonna sit here and say that Michael Thomas don't want to play here. I ain't gonna say nobody don't want to play here until they come out and say they don't want to play here. I can't even give an assumption like that because I can't even give out from hearing this kid speak before, from watching his work and coming back from his injury. I can't. This young man is too competitive to want to sit out, man, miss games.
Who, Michael Thomas or Jameis?
Hey, somebody got something on the background. Everybody check your background.
Oh, it's not me. PM, that's you.
What background?
You got anything on the background?
Well, my brothers, I enjoy being on, my brothers.
You welcome anytime, my brother. You welcome anytime.
And I'm just gonna say this. I'm just gonna say this before I leave.
Yes, sir.
I really hope this is not the end for Jameis in New Orleans, because I think Jameis is still young. Because it's not gonna be Andy, because Andy's gonna be 31 years old. Taysom Hill gonna be 32 next year. And when you get a player that want to still play for you, and want to come in and have an opportunity to go to somewhere else, that says a lot. It really does in my book. Because I remember Mike Tomlin said in Pittsburgh, he don't want hostages. He want players that want to play for the organization. And you see, they're poo-pooing this chance away with Jameis. Because Jameis is a good quarterback. He's not a great quarterback, but he's a good enough quarterback to get you into the playoffs if the defense play right. But I'm going to tell you, a lot of things, I'm just going to hope the season goes well. I hope we do luck up and get to the playoffs, but I'm going to think at some point, I'm just saying, this don't turn to Jameis and hope for a miracle. But I hope they would turn to him, that at least to try. Let's say that he wins 4 games, but we still have a losing record. Don't blame the losing record on him, because, in my opinion, you can't blame the games on him that he lost, because against Carolina, it was a scoop and fumble by that Alvin Kamara drop that was a big difference in that game. And wasn't there another turnover or something that happened in that game also? Somebody else fumbled? Oh yeah, Ingram fumbled the ball when it was driving. If I'm not mistaken, wasn't that the same game?
No, that was the Tampa Bay game when Ingram fumbled.
So that's 2 games in a row you don't have both of your running backs basically turn the ball over. So those losses are not on Jameis, but these losses are on Andy. And I'm gonna leave the Ray BB gun alone, and I'm just gonna hopefully, I say 7-10. What y'all say?
I say try to win Sunday. I ain't predicting no record. I'm just trying to win one game, bro. just try to win one game.
If they win Sunday, I agree with you. One game at a time. If they win Sunday, they might have a chance to get to 500. But if they don't, it's going to be a long season. It's going to be a long season. Very, very long season.
No,
y'all have a good night, gentlemen.
Look at thank you, Mega Prime, and again, family, you're welcome anytime. Thank you for coming through. Welcome anytime.
Oh, and that's Mage Prime, like Paige, Mage Prime.
Say again, Mage
Prime, like Paige.
Okay. Paige Mage. Okay, Mage Prime. Thank you for coming.
Another word for magic.
Gotcha.
All right, take it easy, my brothers.
Take care, man.
Thank you again. All right, family.
Bro.
So yeah, family. Look at everybody in the chat. If you, I want to really know how you feel. If you feel like the Saints can get a W this week, put a 1 in the chat. If you feel the Saints go lose this game Sunday, put a 2 in the chat. Your real feeling.
I'm gonna be honest.
I'm gonna put mine in. I'm gonna put mine in right now. That's mine. Until they prove me wrong.
The Saints always got a chance of winning a game, but no, everybody always got a chance of winning the game. But
David, how you put 1.5, bro? I said, All right, yeah. I want to be wrong. Prove me wrong, man. You know, prove me wrong.
Would you put? One or two? A one or two?
I put a two.
I mean, somebody gotta prove you wrong, cause I agree.
Yeah.
This team is not what Sean Payton and Drew Brees built this on, and Gail Benson. This is what Mickey Loomis, Sean Payton, and Drew Brees. They didn't build this on. They didn't.
Right.
It's crazy.
Right. Dana, you're right. They can get a W every week. All they have to do is not beat their own selves up. They've been doing that the whole time. How many times we just came on here week after week saying the same thing? It done got old. So listen, until they change something, until they start playing better, I'm not picking the Saints to win another game.
See what we gotta
until they show me. Until they
see
play
what we
like
gotta
a real
do is we gotta lower expectations when we're up 14-7. When we have a lead, we need to lower expectations because that Cardinals game showed us why we should lower expectations. We had a competitive game going.
Hold on, Purple Monk. I'm gonna mute you for a minute, and I want to see something. Hold on. Hey, family. Hey, Coach, I'm echoing.
Not really.
Hey, family, dude, am I? Bro, I'm still echoing.
You're pretty clear.
Let me see. Ro said I was echoing. I'm still echoing, Ro. All right, Princess Lewis said I'm echoing. What the hell? Let's see. Is that better? No echo. Oh, Dana say no echo. Rose say I'm good now. Future, okay. No, all right. Hey, Mark, still there?
Yeah.
There you go.
But,
All right, family. So let's do this. Look, Coach. I want to welcome you back. I know you've been refereeing middle school games and everything.
Yeah, I'm a little under the weather tonight, right?
All right. I hope you feel better, my brother. I ain't gonna keep the family long. Cause what I want to do, it's time to go around the world of sports. Hey, Marcus, that's you in the back. Whoever got the show in the background, you need to turn it down.
Yeah, somebody got something.
Somebody got it on the background. All right. So first thing up, man, let's look at the I know a lot we already looked at it, but that's the injury report. Michael Thomas is out, Landry is out, and Marshawn Lattimore. Adam Troutman was limited today. Andrews Pete was limited. Keith Kirkwood was full. Adebo limited. Ryan Ramchak was full. Throckmorton was full. Peyton Turner was full, been full the whole week. So hopefully he can bring something to the table this Sunday. Jameis was full, and Jawan Johnson was a late addition, I think yesterday with limited. And they say David Ayamai did not practice. He's an illness, so that's up in the air. And we're struggling to stop the run with him, so it's not looking good, family, as far as stopping the run with Josh Jacobs coming in here. Let me see. All right.
This team has nothing going for it.
Okay. Good now, no echo. JT. Everybody echoes. Gotcha. All right, so let's I'm gonna touch on some stuff right. I ain't gonna hold y'all, fam. Let's look at it. Right now, those are the current sack leaders in the National Football League. We got Matthew Judon for the Patriots at 8.5. Michael Paulson has 7, and Nick Bosa also has 7 sacks. These are your top offenses in the National Football League right now. And man, I did not know. Like I said, I did not know the Bears were the leading, the number 1 rushing team in the entire NFL. the Bears are averaging 181 yards per game on the ground, man. So that's very impressive. Let me see. Echo came back, dog. I think Penning is starting to work his way back. Maybe in the next 2 weeks. They probably can expect Penning to come off the IR this week coming after the Raiders game, and probably have a couple weeks to get up to speed and try to get him back. David said Justin Fields is running for his life.
He said he's running for his life.
He's running for his life. For real, I feel you, David. Let's see.
Trevor Penning is the only offensive lineman that's really doing something.
Who that? Slim South, how you doing? What you say? Who's the only offensive lineman doing something?
Trevor Penning.
How is he only doing something?
He's out.
He's on injured reserve. Yeah. So how is he doing?
He's out. No, he's the only person that does something.
What do you mean? As far as what does what?
He goes out there and he wants to block.
Son, the Saints have one of the top rushing units in the National Football League. They've been running block. They've been running for almost 200 yards every week for the last 3.5 weeks.
Have you not seen the offensive lineman?
Yeah, I've seen. I watch every game, just like you. But you saying that he's the only one? You can't say that. When the Saints have been running,
we're watching the same product.
We can't be. If you saying Trevor Penning, who's a rookie who has not yet played one regular season game in the NFL,
he hasn't even played yet.
He hasn't even played a game in the NFL that counts.
That's not what I mean. He's the only.
I'm listening.
All right. He's the.
You keep cutting your mic off, Mike. Purple Marcus. Yep.
He's the only guy that goes out there and just wants to shove somebody to the ground.
He hasn't played yet.
Okay, look at the preseason.
Do you know?
Look at it.
Do you know, son? We're in the regular season.
Yeah, you can't look at the preseason.
Can't look at the preseason. Do you know Andrew
Look at his college days.
Andrew Peterson, one of the best run blockers in entire National Football League. Ryan Rand, we got one.
I'm not saying he ain't good, but he's not. He doesn't have that feistiness that Penning has.
That feistiness. You just like his attitude, the way he plays, his nastiness. That's what you like. The way he plays, his nastiness. That's what you like.
Yeah.
Okay.
But are we gonna talk about Tyrann Mathieu?
Hey, the floor is yours. Go ahead, talk about him.
All right. I mean, I gotta talk about a couple guys this season. Tyrann Mathieu's been making a couple of business decisions recently, which I don't like. I think Ja'Marr Chase had a touchdown on us, and it looked like Tyrann Mathieu, he wasn't really looking to get that tackle. He was basically just standing there. I mean, he really has been making a big impact for this defense. And to be honest, the defense sucks. This defense, we have some good spots, but when Marshall Lattimore was playing, he wasn't playing top 3 or top 5 level like he played last year. Paulson Adebo's a little bit worse, but he's still a stud. Bradley Roby is one of the worst corners. I will say that he makes a couple plays a game, but he's very. Alontae Taylor is a guy that I really like. He was not scared to go up against DeAndre Hopkins. He was in there He was in there. He was pretty much he was getting some plays on D Hop. He was a top receiver in National Football League. I mean, he was really making some plays, and
Right.
I've heard a lot of people say that he that the Saints reached for him, and I'm like, have you not seen him play? Yeah, you haven't seen him against D Hop. You didn't see that? I'm not, but no. People will talk, but our linebackers, Pete Warner's been making a lot of plays. We need to as soon as his his rookie contracts comes to a close, we need to pay him. And Mario Davis, the same as usual. I did think he gave up I think maybe a couple plays against Carolina, but I'm not sure. I think he gave up at least like one play, but he's still doing the same. The D line is terrible. Like, it's not even like it's a whole group. Cameron Jordan hasn't been getting pressure. Marcus Davenport, I haven't even seen his guys' names come up at all. Besides that, Cameron Jordan is just a great leader. That was all I heard. That's literally all I'm hearing is Cameron Jordan's a great leader. He's a great team player, but I haven't heard him getting sacks. I haven't heard Audiomato getting sacks, but the way Audiomato still played decently compared to what our D linemen's been playing this season. We haven't really getting any pressure, which is very odd because the reason why we lost, or I'm gonna say the reason why we lost against the Buccaneers is because we didn't play physical enough.
Exactly, Ro.
Well, right. The formula to beating the Buccaneers is that Dennis Allen has perfected since what? How long is he's been here since like 2016, 2017, right?
Yeah, I don't even know if Davis played. I'm with you on that one, Davis. If he played decently, I think he's been underperforming. He's been underperforming.
Yeah, and then so Dennis Allen, I think the Bucks hadn't beaten us since like 2018 something. And then we just lost because we weren't playing physical enough. Mm-hmm. We beat the Buccaneers because of our physicalness. Marshawn Lattimore locking down Mike Evans, Paulson Adebo, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, who's gone now, who's with an undefeated team with the Eagles, which was probably better for him. Now that Dennis Allen just let him go, like he was really what made our defense. So it's crazy that Dennis Allen just let him go like that after a couple of misplays at practice. It's crazy.
Right.
And the Saints. Okay, what do y'all think the record prediction for the Saints is?
Don't know till let the season play out, man. I'm all dead. We just got to let it play out, my brother.
All right, that's right.
Right. But look here, Purple Monk. I want to thank you for joining us, man. We about to get ready to get on out here. Coach don't feel good. So again, I want to thank you for coming through. I'm on Hot Boy Nola. I want to thank Major Prime for coming through. I want to thank of course Uncle Jerry for coming through and everybody in the chat. Look, fam. We know what we got to do Sunday. We know what is at stake.
Most definitely.
We just need one win. That's it. I'm not worrying about next week. I'm not worrying about off-season moves, no season additions. All I'm worrying about, family, is one thing: winning Sunday. Hopefully the Saints
we need dominance.
They can win Sunday and move their record to 3-5, and then we'll go from there.
That's it.
But as I get ready to get out of here, family, let me just tell y'all, there's a rivalry that's brewing in the NBA between the Pelicans and the Suns. Yes, sir.
You got a real bad echo.
We down by 2. The Pelicans are down by 2 right now.
Okay.
You're
But look,
echoing real bad.
I'm acting real bad. All right, I apologize, fam. So with that saying, we're gonna get on out of here. I'm Dope 17.
Let the Jericho drop, man. Y'all be blessed.
Everybody be blessed. Have a good weekend. And I'll see everybody Sunday on the kickback.
Hey, dog.
Yes, sir.
I see Jackson put them 62 up tomorrow. Good night, y'all.
Jackson put them 62 up tomorrow. Good night. Good night.